Senator Frentz.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. President, and thank you, Senator Gazelka, for a chance to discuss the emergency powers. Are we in an emergency? 48 states in this country say we are. The federal government says we are. The last president said we were, and the current president says we are. 1 year into this pandemic in this chamber, we are still waiting for an answer why Minnesota should be different from all these other jurisdictions. I'd ask members to vote no on the concurrent resolution. We've made points on this floor before about emergency powers. We've talked about the problems in Alaska they had, how the governor of Texas eliminated the mask mandate but said he was keeping the peacetime emergency in his emergency powers. The fatality rates in Minnesota compared to South Dakota and North Dakota. Our administration's approach seems to have saved 5,000 lives when compared to those places. Minnesota ranks #1 for child health, #6 for vaccine distribution. All of those arguments remain the same as they were earlier this week. But one of the points I need to stress for Minnesotans is this. We lose money if we end the peacetime emergency. We've talked about it on this floor, but allow me to draw the members' attention to one simple example. Because we're in a peacetime emergency, we receive SNAP assistance, Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. Helps feed low-income families, helps support our farmers. Long-standing success with the program, long-standing benefit to Minnesotans. The emergency declaration allows us to receive these federal funds, $31.5 million a month. Members, we would lose that if you vote yes on this concurrent resolution and the House adopts it. How many families does this affect? The SNAP program benefits 174,000 households in Minnesota. And if we end the peacetime emergency, those funds are going out the window. That is one example of why we should not end the peacetime emergency. Because we don't want to do things that hurt low-income families, and we don't want to do things that hurt our farmers. I'd also like to remind the body that when we talk about the legislature as one of the 3 legs of government, it's a great point. I love the checks and balances. The Minnesota Senate is 1/2 of the legislature. We are 1/2 of the 3 legs of government. And if we want to have the other half of the legislature work with us, we need to sit down with them. We need to sit down with the governor, and we need to negotiate the end to some of these issues, like homeless protections, like eviction moratorium. The plane has almost landed. As was so well said by my colleague, we need a responsible, safe landing, and we can do that if we sit down. We do not need to jump out of the plane with no parachute. Thank you, Mr. President.